Okay, what is the... All I see is black in that picture that he shared. Oh, okay. That's funny. You're boiling water.
Okay, there we go. Like that. Oh, you're not even letting me get to the water first. You're getting it yourself. You want that hot water, Dave. Oh, there's a lot of space in the bucket, too. Careful with your fingers when you put them in there. There. And I'll get this bit now. Okay, so we've got Brian Colby. No.
In the freezing cold, well, not quite freezing.
Not quite freezing.
It's only 41 out here. Have my shirt with the fluffy insides on, so I can.
Now you've got to roll it up.
Now I have to expose my arms to the cold air. Ooh, yeah.
We had Richard Crossman and Sandra Troy. Hello.
Guys.
Be throwing with some of the black clay today.
Oh, that's a big bad. Why not? This one on top.
There we go. And now we have
These big ones right now.
there's a little screen over there. And Mark. Hello. She says hello.
Hello.
Okay. Are you having to sort? Oh yeah. I really need to see if I can get things off those bats, don't I?
There we go.
I'll be throwing with some of the black clay. Oh, I don't want to pull my sleeves up. Maybe I could just turn the cups up over
You know what?
cups.
The water's only warm at this point.
Oh,
That water is that cold.
it ate the heat. I mean,
It's still warm and all, but
if I scoop this layer up.
well, it's already gone up 2 degrees earlier.
That's nice. We've only been out here for like 5 minutes. So 2 degrees is nice.
Heat is down there.
Okay. There. Got that? Yeah, there. And so it clicked right back off again. Let me pour just a little bit more warm in there for you.
There we go.
There, and I already have a
Warm.
piece cut off for you. What you looking for? Oh, towel.
This one.
Ugh.
It's still
Funky.
Soggy.
Well, it's
No,
kind of
nothing's
moist
dry.
in there. Now, Duncan,
Kind of moist.
No.
It's down to 80% humidity. And Donovan, you think it's moist on the coast.
Okay. Because the only piece that I have that's for any kind of brush for the black right now is the large water heating vessel for Nicole.
Yes. That's for the second topic.
Yes. How much clay do you want for that?
Let's try to do like 60.
Yeah, I was thinking the 60-80 mark.
Yeah. Could do the 80.
I guess it gives you more space to play with, just because this is black, and black is more dense. This is
Kind of
not
like some
80.
people.
This is 90. That looks like the right size.
It looks
piece.
like about the right size, yeah. It is a more dense clay.
Yeah, and the last piece out of this bag is a 22. And now I have another litter box cleaning bag. So that's what these bags are good for.
Yeah.
Go out there. There we go.
So after all, the kitten has lots of throughput.
Oh my goodness, yes. Let's see if I can get any of these guys off the bats. Up there. No. Will you guys come off of your bats? Oh, looks like this one's going to come off. Ah, there we go. And I have to go get the stamps. Or they can get stamped once they're down there. That's it.
That's the ticket. Yeah.
There we
So
go.
that's what we'll
Back
do
in
when
there.
we're done.
Is go downstairs and touch more cold clay. Maybe we'll go inside and have tea. Get
We'll
some
go
tea. And then go out there with the hot tea. There, start collecting those guys onto the back. Yeah, I'm gonna need to for the
There it is.
Pilgrim flasks. I'm gonna need to cover and possibly moisten the necks because they're much smaller pieces. Oh, so cold. You're getting to touch warm clay and warm water.
Well,
I am
warm
not.
water. But I wouldn't say the place warm. It's just not freezing cold.
The clay is 65 degrees. The stuff that we brought out here with us. This stuff is not. Cold, 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 cold.
Cold, cold, cold. No, we didn't have a white Christmas. It didn't snow.
No, it did not. Put these guys from today over here on this shelf. Since I'm dealing with things over there. Okay. Big piece. Big piece. And if it turns out to not be big enough, it could become a teapot.
Yeah.
Because she wanted something with capacity to have hot water kept on the top of her wood stove.
Well, it's in message string.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
Pretty
It's either
sure.
that or it's email. I think it's in message string.
I said, technically I could bring that up, couldn't I?
Yeah. Oh, that's nice and warm. And she has one of the first 3 teapots that we did out of the black clay. She was the guinea pig. Use this over the winter. Let me know how it, in the spring, let me know how it worked. And that was years ago.
Well, I will figure out what I would like and we can discuss it at 12:09. So it's not that we
Okay.
have to have it ready at 12:09. So that can totally be a teapot.
Okay.
There, we've looked it up now.
It's not like I haven't been doing anything else.
Yeah. It's on top of getting things thrown and getting things decorated so we can get things into the kiln and get things fired and finished. We've also been dealing with one cat who was sick, pancreatitis, which luckily she's coming out of. She's eating. We got her eating again.
My
And
fourth
another
better
one
baby.
who is, well, a kitten. With all the trials and tribulations that being a kitten entails.
Yeah.
You said that the forecast is supposed to be cold tonight?
Yeah. Just into the 30s though.
Okay, and it really does seem to be the 20s, and especially once it gets down into the teens that we have to worry about.
Yeah. Especially down into the teens.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that the water in the clay acts as a buffer to freezing. Yeah, that one off.
So it got down into the low 30s, possibly high 20s Christmas night. But nothing
we
seemed to
didn't
have
have
any
any ice crystals out here.
ice crystals.
And last night it was not freezing out here.
Yeah.
I have more bats. Looks like we have just the right number to fill one of the large bats to carry down there. So since that one's going to be a teapot, you're going to need a couple of small pieces for lid and for spout, correct?
Correct.
Stop watching. Hello.
What I'm doing right now is the beginnings of a teapot. It will be a solar teapot because it's black clay.
Mind you, not really going to get much solar heating this time of year.
No.
Not in this hemisphere. Yeah, those two guys need spreads. The necks are fully leather hard. The bottoms are not.
Oh, fine. Be that way. Clay.
One reason why there's always a squirt bottle in a ceramic studio. Plastic. And lots of plastic. Yeah, this looks like a good size. These two backs the other way around though, because this one's huge. And that one is not. Actually, these guys can go over on the work table. And therefore out of the way, and I can start putting the blackware for today over there. To get those guys done in a reasonable time, we probably need to carry the hats to that down there.
Yeah. It's being really friendly, the clay today.
That's good.
Yeah, it's just that there's a lot under here.
Yeah. That's going to be more that sort of chocolate pot shape, isn't it?
Yeah.
Also not dissimilar to a lot of the taller format medieval cook pots.
Yeah.
Those of you that caught the stream the other day, these are the medieval solo cups that we
Yeah.
threw last time, which apparently are only just now dry enough to come off their caps. What I'm doing is taking my finger and running it around the bottom edge here to smooth and even everything off down there. Then we'll come along with the stamp and put our maker's mark on the bottom. And the ear, which we'll be switching soon. I wonder how many we might that'll come up with funky numbers this year.
Because halfway through. Damn.
Yeah. Because I think it's, writing the date and messing up and writing 19 when you should write 20. It's one thing. Is when you're carving it into the bottom of a cup or plate. Oh, my fingers are going numb. There we go. Oh, cool pickies. Cool pickies.
Since this isn't going to be a picture, I'm going to cut off this bit.
Was developing a pour spout.
Yeah, because as you color it in, all that clay has to go somewhere. It's not going to. More times than not even.
Yeah,
It'll bunch up all into one side.
These guys are not loosening up yet.
Put a spout right there.
What's the top might be drier? Just the shape of some of those. Oh, this one's letting go.
And
Yay!
there we go.
Moving this out of the way.
Before you put it up there, let me do something
Measure.
silly.
Yes. And actually, this piece of clay.
should be good for the lid.
Actually, I was going to say for the lid and the spout.
Yeah.
This piece is like 20 ounces.
Yeah. There we go.
So there's 9 ounces for the spout, and there's 13 for the lid. What she's doing is she's measuring the inside diameter to its narrowest point with the calipers. Now she knows how big around the lid should be.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's the lid piece.
Yeah, the bigger piece.
Yes. There we go. Okay, actually I've got 1/2 of one of the Pilgrim flasks off their back. I should leave the other one still attached because that's how we do the amphora.
Yes. Yes. Because they're just two both.
Yeah. So I will not try the other half.
That's why with those Pilgrim flasks, there's always one side that's flatter than the other.
Yeah. You can't trim the other side as well.
Also, that way, one side is,
You can put it down.
you can put it down when you fire it, so it doesn't stick or anything.
Yeah. And you don't have to kill a stilt with that much mass.
Yeah.
Oh. How could the other one let go? No. No, half of one let go. So that's something.
And with the height, you're going to want to have
More lip on the inside.
Yeah.
Is it the right diameter yet?
It was close.
Okay.
Just
The bottom part needs to come out more.
both parts will come out more, but
Okay.
it's getting close.
Cool.
I have to make sure I have the right shape too, otherwise the size isn't going to make any difference. Because it gets to be more of an issue once it gets taller because of
Pour distance.
I mean, it's going to be
Tippiness, yeah.
heavier too. It's a little different. Because it's
Ornery?
That's one word for it.
Come here, teapot potty. You can go up here.
So also to be able to cut off the unevenness doesn't really matter because I'm not really going to see it. It's annoying to look at it and even.
Yeah. You know it's there.
The person who uses it.
I'm always amazed at what you guys do. Oh, thank you. We have, well, is it in the way? We have more people join. We have
yeah.
Chris Howard, Ilsa, Canitha, and Andrea Scott. Hello, everybody. Yeah, I've got to dump the garbage out here. Well, mostly what's in there is plastic. We got a good lid now?
Get in there. I line between not too big and not too small.
Yeah.
If it's too small, it rattles around and won't stay on. If it's too big, it won't fit.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
And now for a spout.
The interesting thing is this one over here, it doesn't work. It'll occasionally come up with something from over there.
I don't know. Let's,
I think we might just have to switch out for a different old phone.
Yeah, well, before we do that, I wanted to see if I can get it switched over to your account, see if that's the issue. Because if that's the issue, the other old phone is also logged in on mine. And bringing it out here wouldn't. Unless, again, switched it. Here. Grab this guy. Come here, you.
And now for the spout. Which is just a polymerid cylinder.
The messages were there. I think they're just taking longer to come up on that little thing.
Yeah.
In which case, yeah, I've just gotta go get the other one.
Yeah.
Which I could do right now.
Yeah, it's just
That one is just too slow. A couple of horns I can take it.
yeah. There you go. And we'll make it a little bit smaller. So going. No, I won't be using the entirety of the spout of this cylinder. It's always best to have more than me. And also just making it smaller around, just making it longer. What I can do if I want to make it so it's angled, all I'd have to do is boop. And it'd be a, because right now it's still kind of wah.
Oh, that's a lot of stout.
Yeah, but what I can do is just do this. Now it's
To
a,
purposefully curve it. Cool.
there, how's that? If they need, or if I, because it was distorting the.
Distorting the opening.
Yeah.
So it'd be better to do that shaping. Oh, wow.
What was that?
I don't know why it surprised me when you let go and it started spinning, because I know that it should have been doing that anyways. I'm going to put this guy down here so he'll hopefully dry a little slower than the body of it. There. I know
Stop is watching.
Good morning. This one will go over here. Buddy has come off its back. The lid can move towards the corner where it's going to dry more. And you need another piece of clay.
Yes.
Cup size?
Cup size would work.
Find out how friendly this bag of clay is. 41. That's not a cup, that's a mug. Well, it could be a really big Viking cup.
Yeah, good.
One of those tall, elegant ones.
And there's somebody else that joined. I can't quite see it from here because it's not coming up on this.
Alright, so no. And I have the other device, just need to
Swap it out.
Yeah.
Complete with.
Power cord, which I'm gonna. Is there one in here?
I think we put it in the drawer.
Drawer. You're the wrong sort of USB. You're a really funky USB.
It was that gray and white cloth corded one.
I mean, the one that's in my room?
I don't know. Is that the one that's in your room now?
I think I don't. That one's black and white? I'm not seeing one in here.
Okay.
Well, we'll find the cord later.
Yeah.
Let's turning volume off. Here, you are getting relegated. Oh, and this one's going to have to attach to the Wi-Fi extension that's out here. It's thinking.
This doesn't have. It's not phone anymore. Because it may be a phone, but it doesn't have its own connection to the world.
Oh, this former phone device had been not picked up for a while. What to do is this way. Yep. Here you no. Turn the Wi-Fi on. Thank you. Yeah, look. Signal. Now it's thinking about it. Technology.
Old technology.
It's still thinking about it. No. I'll look up the tab. And if you watch. Hello. I should catch you. Why are you so... Should also do a couple of minis.
Yeah.
And just keep cutting you off pieces until either we finish the bag or you say done.
Yep. One big cup.
Yeah, big cup. Very good. Now there's 6 little cups in potential. Gooey fingers. And back over to the device to see if I can figure out what is up. Okay, it says you are connected. Very good, very good. There we go. And since your account had been logged in on this one, it is now it. Let's see. Let me go and turn the brightness like all the way up. Should make it, yeah, less black. Yeah. This card can stay out here, but it'll go into a drawer. And next we're inside, I'll go look for a USB-C for out here again. See if I can find one that went elsewhere.
I know there are a lot of USBs.
Yeah, someplace.
USB cords, you know?
Hello. Hello. Oh yes, and there's the order that we got
Christmas morning.
Christmas morning. Did you say somebody got holiday money?
Yeah.
Just ordered skeleton pieces. So I'm like, oh yes, it's been a while since we've done skeleton pieces.
Oh yeah, we should do those.
Yeah. There's some patterns that we don't attempt to it's not intended that they are discontinued. There are times that we just forget about a pattern or we get so busy doing other patterns because they're higher in
patterns that
demand.
people have like wanted. We make something. Look, that's cool. Then we have to make a lot.
And sometimes there's the more time-intensive pieces, which puts some of the simpler ones on hold. It's like a good portion of that last batch of cups became cats and octopi. Oh,
And horses.
And horses, yes. Batch after this, we should throw the stoneware.
Yes.
Which means I have to go in and I have to bring in a bag of stoneware.
So it can be
Warm
inside
and
room
moisturized.
temperature.
So it can be 60 degrees instead of 40 degrees.
Yes. Or less.
Or less. Muchness of minis.
Mini cups are good and wonderful.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and people wanted to see more of the tome narrow minis.
Ah, yeah. Kind of like the neck.
Kind of like
There
the
was
neck.
so much neck there.
Yeah,
That could be a
the
neck.
lower half may become a small mini.
Yeah.
It's kind of like people like the elongated Viking cups.
Uh-huh.
For that small hand grip. Mind you, that piece does not look terribly small.
Oh, wasn't that small piece quite?
I think that may have been the 11.
In which case, you know what? This could be a little too much for something like that. Be about that time. I think that would be a little silly. I don't know. People might like it.
People drink out of Kylix.
No, but I mean,
Yeah.
something that tall and narrow. It'd be really tippy.
Yeah. Of course, it might be our concept of, the danger of tippy items may be different if we didn't have cats.
Whose idea was it to have cats?
Mine!
So whose fault is it?
Mine. And I wouldn't trade them out for anything. Even when they have to be force-fed medicine and rehydrated kibble
Baby food.
and baby food.
By
And
the
the
way,
kid-
the baby food did work.
That feeding her the chicken baby food did help get
As I
the sick
recall,
one.
wasn't that Maggie's idea?
Yes.
So yes, I did. I fed her baby food with a baby spoon, by the way.
And she ate it off the spoon.
Well, I kind of opened her mouth and poured it in, mind you, but it's not the first time I've fed her with a baby spoon.
Which is also the reason why she finds it less objectionable to just open her mouth and let it be poured in than to have her jaws pried open.
And mind you, I have lots of scratches on my thumb right now.
A couple of good puncturings too.
Yeah. But
She is a very, very scrawny cat. Even sick and, down a bit in strength. She had no problems fighting free of us. Next piece.
Next piece.
Then those minis are actually more mini than the other minis.
Is mini for a given
Value of mini.
Yes.
Oh, we should also I'll bring in at least one bag of the stoneware. Maybe I'll bring in can I play video? I do. This thing
Single
is
strength.
bull crap. I have you hooked up to the local one. There.
You see, I saw something on the screen change, so
There, I've got it trying to reconnect. This one seems to have issues with this external network. I don't know. They even have the same passwords. I have no idea. I hooked it up to the one with the strongest. Meh. Just meh. Of course, this is one of the reasons why this phone got replaced.
yeah. And I don't want to put my new phone out there.
Oh no, we're not going to take the nice new phone out here with the clay. Not if we can help it.
No. Worst case is, sir, what does the screen say? It's across the room.
I just have to, look up, read. You're making notification buzzes.
Activation incomplete.
Oh, that's because the number this one is hooked up to now is
We didn't renew it.
okay. Now it's saying it has the wrong password. Yeah, man, yeah, you evil little thing. Obtaining IP, connected. Now keep it. There. Now it's back. Maybe it thought it had changed. Or it needed it re-entered because this is the external version of the internal, though it has the same passcodes. It's
Who knows?
just Scriffito tool.
Bloodthirsty Scriffito tool. See how it comes to a point.
Or Doesn't it not quite come to as much of a point
No,
anymore?
that's this one, yeah. It ended up going through the washing machine. It got stuck to some dirty towels.
And it came out slightly more pointless.
Slightly less deadly.
That is the tool that she at one point had cut your thumb open on during a demonstration
Poor
at a
high
fair.
school boy. He about turned green.
At least it wasn't as much of a color contrast as if you'd been working with a light clay.
It was bright red on the brown, and yeah.
That's a lower contrast than if, say, you were throwing porcelain.
But it was sunny, so it
was just glowing.
It was glowing.
Oh, we're all anemic, in which case our blood is lovely and bright.
Yeah,
because it lacks a bit of iron.
It's thumb or forefinger, so I did the rest of the demo right like this. So you put a
right in
Band-Aid, and I go, my hands are covered in clay. Here. And I go like this, I put the clay on it, hold it shut, and it's kind of...
It'll take a few minutes to seal. They were way more concerned than you were.
I know. That's a nuisance. Well, that's a thing. Reach my hand into the yogurt container that had the tools.
Jab!
Well, it was covered in talc because it was at a red fair and
it had to look nice.
Yeah, and it was this wheel, but I had a little wood surround on it, so it looked like the cutest, shortest ever kick wheel.
Oh, this is a gushy bag. You can just stay right there. Okay, so what size pieces are you going to want to do after these?
Oh, I don't know.
Just standard cup size? Varying
Yeah,
between
sounds
17
good.
and 30 ounces?
Yeah, my water's getting cold. It's sad.
Well, you have knocked down the total volume a bit. I could get more water going for you. Okay. And as he said, a few days ago, it's like, yeah, finally starting to get caught up on the majority of the orders. Just in time to...
Just in time for...
Yeah. We're, given the fact that we don't have as much open stock as we'd like to have, we'll probably come home with a bunch of orders. Okay. Yeah, I think that's much left in there. Go, the water turned on. Now I need to refill the carry bucket. Right back. Use this way.
Oops. Up below the line. Staying within the lines. It's like with writing. They tell you in school, stay in lines. Never did. That's awful penmanship. But yeah.
More water required. It's the other reason why there's high humidity in this room. Well, ceramic studios always have buckets of water.
Yeah, and moisture.
Jim and Dawn. Hello. Good morning. Yes, it's morning.
Yes, it is. Not for much longer, but it's still morning. Even though you did put stuff right in front of the cup, so I couldn't see it.
Again.
There you have, it's a 6-foot table.
There.
There we
Okay.
go.
Well, it's actually really secure right there.
Oh, good.
There, now I can't put something in front of the clock. I put it on the wall. Actually, I kind of balanced it on the brackets that are holding the blinds up. But it's on the wall.
Yeah.
It's in one row of the
What
table.
holds the blinds up are old curtain hardware with twine.
It works.
Yeah.
Okay, we're trying to think how many sets of blinds there were in here the other day. There's 5.
5. Oh, we were right.
Yeah.
There's 5. There's 3 and 2. But what? There wasn't enough space to put a third one.
As there wasn't enough space because there's only like an 18-inch gap there. And we didn't want to put any blinds on that side of the building because we wanted to be able to see out. Actually, see in from the kitchen. Because the windows that align so we can. Whoop! I'm sorry, did I distract you?
No. It just has a funky spot.
Not for long. Whoop!
That's what you get for doing that. Take that piece of clay.
The water's not warm enough to use it as a heat source yet. I guess that heater's quiet enough that I had to check to see if it was still on.
Or I'd be able to tell if it wasn't.
Yeah, you would have complained.
I'll let you know if it goes off. Oh, there's a little funky spot on this one. Okay. Well, fine. You can just be like this then. There. And if anybody ever wondered what the random shapes come from sometimes,
Sometimes it's that. Okay, I'm gonna put the other little stone.
it's a perfectly good looking
Oh yeah, he's lovely.
Just-
He's a nice rippy shape.
Yeah.
I actually kind of like ones that size, and they'll probably have like the spiral pattern on the outside.
Yeah.
That design looks good on that shape. If I keep moving, I won't get cold, right?
Yeah. Sure. And
It let go.
stick, damn it.
It didn't stick, did it? Fresh bat?
Right off the bottom of this clay. Get a fresh bat.
I don't remember if there's a stack of bats downstairs that still need to come back upstairs. Well, you need goop taken out of your wheelhead, don't you?
Yeah. The fact that it's up above the top of this.
And it was actually getting in the way of that. I don't want to touch it. Yeah.
Yes.
It's cold and really, really goopy. Oh.
Fill the clay bags up with
Yes, because we have a taker for our waste clay. It's wonderful.
recycled clay. It's not waste.
Yeah.
And we'll make pretty things out of it.
Yes. Oh, it's so goopy. It's so cold.
So what? We don't have a half an acre.
Yeah,
we can bury
holes that dogs in the past have dug into the yard
that we can
have
fill
been
in with
clay. Yeah, which we did do in the past. This is an example of things we actually done. There. How's that?
Yeah.
I suppose
There's
I
some
should
on
do-
this side.
Yeah. I don't want It's gold. Oh yeah, and this one's got the stringy texture from these being lots of off-cut material on this side. It's so cold. The stuff on this side's colder.
Yeah, it's the heaters on this side.
Also, the container of clay of heated water.
Yeah.
Oh, ow, 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 ow. There. What I can do is is take some of the dry clay from the top of the bucket here and add it to this bag. Like that bowl that did something horrible and dry. Or maybe I won't.
Go.
Really?
Smashing the stuff is me.
Yeah, maybe. There. Now it's the size of will actually get in the mouth of the bag.
Oh, that looks good. Cool.
Oh, you got, like, that's a really nice spiral they've got there.
Yeah.
This isn't nearly so nasty to touch because it's
Dry.
dry. The water transfer heat, what is it? 7 times faster than the air, something like that? A lot faster. I heard the water click off.
Speaking of heat.
Speaking of heat, yes. There we go. They're like 2 inches of hot. Oh, yeah. Ow. Nice. Ow, ow, ow.
Yes, you
Ow,
careful
ow.
how you touch that water, sir.
But I also had the lag because the hand was cold.
Yeah. There we go.
Transferring more of the dry stuff into the bag will wait until some other time because I don't want to stir up dust out here. In which case it would mean taking it.
Yeah, it didn't hurt this part of my hand. It stung on the back parts of the fingers. That's why it's this one. Oh, yeah, it feels good though. Because it's this hand that gets colder. Heater's on this side.
Yeah.
That's a gooey towel. Ah, there's a dry spot. Bigger cups.
Yeah. I'll take some of these blocks and I'll start rounding them for you. Pretty much done everything. Little random bits up here that I need to do for the moment. Including keying the wheel in there. As much as I could from while it was moving.
Yeah.
While it was in use.
Thomas
Oh.
was watching. Thomas.
Thomas Bridges.
Just
Oh, wow, and the screen paused over here. Look.
Look at right now. I would love to go turn, yes, even with the Scientology. What are you talking about, Sean?
That's a good question. Let's see. Bring this sucker back up. Nope, I don't want just the comments.
I think we may have lost signal again. Internet light.
Okay, no, this says live.
Oh, okay.
I may have to refresh this screen because remember when we had spotty connection for something the other day, I had to refresh this on occasion.
We've had the
Yeah,
internet
there
go
we
out
go.
a couple of times this morning, so.
There. Got it back.
All right.
basically just reached a stuck state. Richard,
You're alive. Okay, good.
Good.
Thank you.
Because we have had the internet drop on us a couple of times this morning. And weather.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe they're working on the lines.
Yeah.
These guys are
I mean,
stairs anyways.
all I have to say is Comcast has been better than Suddenlink.
Specifically, Xfinity,
Comcast.
which is not the same as straight Comcast. Because Xfinity has its own commercials and stuff.
Yeah, I know. I don't understand.
But they also have the random Wi-Fi spot. So if you have a device that you can actually pick up on random Wi-Fi locations. It's a good portion of town has it, which is kind of nice. Do you want to do some small cups as well? Or do you want to just do all quote unquote normal full size?
Just do the full size.
Okay. Fewer pieces, and that way we can get on to the other parts of the day sooner.
Also, the large ones are usually more popular too.
Yeah.
I think we have some smaller ones.
Maybe a few?
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah. There we go. There's a couple of pieces that measured out to being closer to 30, so they'll be more of the large end of the size range there.
okay. Good. There's over 2 of them up there.
Where'd you go? There you are. Let's see how many pieces we got left over here. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. You have 11 more pieces. Bring today's total up to 1, 5, 10, 12. So we've done 23 pieces today.
Not bad.
Oh, well, three of the 23 are technically one item. This is the parts to the teapot.
Yeah. Have you been looking for these, sir?
Yay, you found them! I mean,
Yeah.
this one we have more than one of. This one we do not. I've been looking for this before.
I don't know. Looking over there, going,
So there's one that's very similar to this, but the tip is red instead of blue that I haven't made to find in months.
I'm sure it'll turn up.
Yeah. So I'll get these guys and put into the cup.
Yeah.
Your brethren. There we go. Sorry. The problem with clay is it makes every
Yeah, your basic clay color.
makes every tool, every surface clay tone, which is a modeled texture at
It's
that.
like your black holes, your basic space color.
It's clay camo
Yes.
because we use more one color. And have another person watching who is a very Gaelic looking name.
Yeah.
Apologies for Murcha. Our apologies in the butcher the pronunciation. It looks
Yeah.
like it's got the D at the end, which I know is just there to change the pronunciation of the A. And frequently it's not pronounced at all. It's like Murcha. warm my hands over your hot water. The only problem is it's damn warm, so it eats the heat. As soon as you cool away, looks like you can use a little more water though. There. So even though I've raised up the clock, which has a thermometer on it, it looks like it's still reading the same temperature differential between that and the thermostat on the heater.
Interesting.
It reads 2 degrees lower.
Yeah.
It's on the other side of the room.
Yeah.
And considering that's on low, that's not bad.
It's on high, it just
It needs electricity.
just needs the electricity. And now we use enough, thank you.
Yeah, what with having electric kilns.
And everything in the house is electric.
Yes.
We don't have gas to the house.
No, there's like, I'm not sure if this neighborhood has a gas main,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool. Kind of different. Never lived in an area like that before.
Different state.
Yep.
Ew.
Which rib are you using right now?
Yellow.
Ah. The different colors of rib of the synthetic ones denote different firmnesses. And the yellow is what the medium, because the blue is hard and the red is soft.
Yeah.
And then there's my black one, which is rigid.
Yeah.
Which is perfectly acceptable for what I use it for, which is smoothing a slab.
Yeah, hit it with the finger. That's always a good idea.
That bag of black out here that's we've been trying to dry for months. Maybe throwable by springtime.
Yeah. Well, it's not getting any more water.
No. And I am.
This was from last winter.
And I am usually pulling the plastic away, getting some more air in there.
Clay used to sit out in the driveway.
So occasionally we have the bags that dried out and got to be bricks.
Didn't have that very often.
Not very often. We also have the bags that somehow managed to funnel rainwater into the bag and became gush.
We have
Instead of watching. Hello.
we have that all the time. Winter.
Yeah. And we still have a stack of bags that have that gush factor to them.
And what it did to the cardboard was very interesting. Yes.
Smaller bat. Still some down there?
Yeah. Some of them are someplace else.
Oh, we're
There
gonna
should
go
be
check
2 full
downstairs.
stacks.
It could be that there's a stack downstairs because
And I'm
we
not
carry
gonna use the big
the
ones.
big ones. Here, I'll go see if I can't find the rest of the bat.
Yeah. Right. Smack. Squeeze. Someone's coming out. Oh. Oh, here come the bats.
Shush! Just shush.
Oh, dear.
Large handles on the inside of the door. That was nothing for me to just, push at from the other side.
Yeah.
There, bats.
Bats.
Ugh, itchy nose.
Are you doing the batty bat?
Yeah, I can also get some of these other guys from again. What I was gonna do is ask, do you want to, the one that is, half of it is free from its back. Do you want to do the assembly up here like this morning?
I could, and then we can move it down there.
Yeah.
We could probably wait to move the rest of them down if we can. Because then we're going to move it. And it's good, like, well, especially
it's
the
going to
parts.
have to make like 4 trips anyways.
Yeah.
And after all, it's so comical watching me go through the door.
You know, something in both hands, and then it's kind of like, duh.
What do I do now? Claire Jackson. Hello. But me, these guys just need to go down there.
Well, because it's a sliding glass door.
It's a sliding door. Yeah. The
This,
other door I have to go through is not a sliding door.
it's almost not a door.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably the original door to that garage. We got a storm door to put in. I don't have the time to put it in yet. But we'll get there. It's all good. And it just has to not be raining. And for us not to have a cold. For someone not to be sick. Like cats. Do is make this one have a smaller hand. There we go.
Small hand grips are nice.
Especially if you have small hands.
Yes.
Small little pitties. Uh-oh. Go back here. There. And that one's done. And always the nose is still big while my hands are covered in clay. It's just the way things go. Bill Fortney is watching. Good morning. No, afternoon. It's 12 after 11 after 12. Blech. It's when it's all stormy. The light levels never change, so it's hard to tell what time of day it is just by looking at the light level. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. Making more of the Viking crafts. And
This guy here. Now I can go get the next. These pieces are just
carrots, thank you. Good afternoon.
Nope, can't carry 2 at once.
I was corrected. It wasn't morning, it's afternoon.
What's afternoon now? Oh, it is. We did start morning.
Yes.
It's just, migrated at this point.
Also, the light levels don't change much.
No.
There are also not very many light hours.
Nope.
Hope everybody out there is having a good winter holiday.
There. And yeah, those are all the pieces right now that need to go down there. And I did close the door. Good. I thought I had, but it's like I can just turn around and look.
Yeah.
How often do you actually
I'm
stick
in
your fingers?
Texas anyway. It's
2
after
hours.
2 years. Yeah,
Time
imagine it
zones.
is. Time zone.
It's like, over there who's in Germany.
Yeah.
You don't actually catch him live on the commenting live on the streams that often. Because, well, he's like 8, 9 hours?
Might be 9 hours.
Yeah.
Because I remember went over there. It was 8 hours difference in England. We went over to France.
And
Just
it was
crossed.
9?
We went across the time zone. It was 9.
It's like only
That was like
25 years ago.
yeah. 24.
24.
25.
Yeah.
Almost.
You
From
went
this
in
summer.
95?
94.
94.
But in the summer. So
Mom, it would have been 25 years as of this last summer.
well, in any case. Just like anytime we did an event in Arizona.
Yeah, and also at the time of year, the first couple of years we did it, the time change would happen, during the time that we were down there. But Arizona doesn't go with the time change.
No, they don't do.
They don't do daylight savings time. So half of the year they're Pacific, and half the year they're what's the next one over?
Central?
No, Central's
Mountain?
Mountain. I think it's Mountain. I could really do with them just stopping with the stupid daylight savings time thing. Just pick one and stick with it.
Yeah.
Because with us, it doesn't really matter what the light levels are outside, anyways. Now, what the clock says during certain times of day, times of the year, because we're outdoors.
Yep.
And we were having issues with that just a week or two ago as we were getting tired and we felt like we needed to go to bed because
It'd been dark for hours.
Dark for hours.
It was
in
6
Washington.
o'clock.
It was 6 o'clock. Versus, the same dark for hours in June. It'd be, oh goodness, it's been dark for a while. Maybe we should consider, dinner or going to bed and look at the clock and it's like midnight, 1, 2 in the morning. And we're like, and Dawn is going to come in not that long. Let's go to bed.
Yeah.
It was like the very first time we were at June Fair, which is Port Gamble? Port Angeles? North of us. You can see Canada across the waters. Have another 8 pieces to go.
He goes, here, Grace, what are you doing with this one?
Yeah. This is bad enough with us going north and south.
Oh, yeah.
Light level shifts.
Light level.
I mean, I grew up talking central latitude of California.
Bay Area.
Bay Area. Slovenia doesn't do daylight savings time either. Got a friend there who we RPG online. Schedule is tough when our times change.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This when we used to play, what was it?
Entropia.
Entropia.
And when times changed, because there were a number of, some of them were in Ireland, some of the other teammates were games equivalent of guilds.
Yeah. England.
Yeah, there was
Germany. And then there was one of the more Slavic countries.
Yeah. The Scandinavian ones.
Yeah.
Chat got interesting on occasion because sometimes most of them would just type in English, because pretty much everyone in that group knew English, so it was the
Yeah.
the one common denominator amongst the languages. But sometimes they'd slip into a different language, or they'd chat with just one of their friends who was actually in the same country, and we're like, oh, or they'd use just one word.
Yeah.
Mind you, it was the one English fellow who was playing on his laptop that learned why wine spilled in the keyboard is a bad idea. The keys. Well, when you spill something in the keyboard, it can get sticky. So I think it was his V key that wasn't working. Anytime he pressed it, words were just not having a V. Which made everybody was teasing him because it's like, oh no, there's V, and it sometimes changed the word completely into a different word, like live became live, and then all of a sudden he had this huge chat line of nothing but V's,
And then he went offline.
and then he went offline, and we were like, oh look, he got all his V's back, and wait, where'd he go? It crashed his machine. And he had to go get another keyboard to attach to his thing so it would actually function.
Yeah. Or the crazy Irish hermit.
Yes. So even though we haven't played the game in, oh goodness, probably a decade, it's one of those MMOs that just have become a ghost town over time.
It was sad.
It was sad. But there's the Irishman, the Irish fellow. They're still friends with him on Facebook.
Yeah.
That one's a pretty ship.
That's what the thing. Viking workings on it.
He might be good just as he is.
Yeah.
Because it looks like he's got a gallery for decoration.
Yeah.
There's times where people ask us, well, how do we decide what design goes on which piece? Sometimes it's that. There's that little bit of process right there. Other times it's like, okay, the piece is being thrown for an order. In which case, sometimes we have very specific shapes. Sometimes it's just a piece to fit so-and-so's hand that still holds X volume. Or a piece to fit in the cup holder of a golf cart.
Yes.
Or we have a photograph of a museum find.
Other times, when people send us pictures from museums.
Other times it's a batch like this where pretty much all of these pieces will be open stock, and we're just like, yeah, that doesn't need the Viking Sgraffito marks on it. That one looks like a good gallery.
3 events in January.
Yeah.
I have to have enough pieces.
Yeah. And next batch probably stoneware mugs.
Yeah. You asked that already.
Well, I said stoneware, just specifying mug shapes.
No, but you mentioned something about mugs already.
Okay.
It's okay. There's been a lot going on.
Yeah. How was the kitten last night?
Oh, she was just like a little baby. I was okay. I want to go to bed. I want to go to bed.
I don't want to go to bed. And then she settled down?
Yeah. So wakes up at 5:30 in the morning.
I
think I have a new... Yes. Scarily consistent.
She's not in a position where she can see the clock either.
Mm-hmm. I think I have a new alarm clock.
Well, that's one of the things you wanted, right?
Yeah.
You totally
to never sleep in ever again.
The background to that is that our elderly cat that passed away back in August. Yeah. She would howl to wake her up every morning between, was it 4:30 and 5:30?
Yeah.
And then you had, you'd still, even after she passed away, you were still waking up at that time.
Yeah.
And right now, the kitten's enclosure, it's like a soft-sided kennel basically, is in her room.
Still not entirely litter box trained yet.
No,
She's only maybe 12 weeks.
11. She doesn't turn 12 weeks until January 7th.
Yeah. So she's little.
She's a very wee kitten, which makes it even more hilarious when something startles her and she suddenly becomes miniature Halloween cat with every little bit of poof puffed up. Because you said your comforter startled her this morning?
Yes. She did some. I'm not entirely sure what caused it. Was all of a sudden she was. It was very cute.
It was like I was carrying her back to the bedroom the other day, and it came around the corner, and she and the old cat startled one another. Desi hissed. Desi hissed. Poor little Mix hissed. It leapt out of my arms, hit the ground in perfect cat, Halloween cat pose, and hissed as well.
Oh, this is what you do. Okay, I hiss.
They're not aggressive hisses in between the two of them, though, which is nice. They met face to face the other day, and
you annoyed me, hiss.
Yes.
I'm an old lady. I don't want to be bothered with you face to face.
Go away, kid, you bother me.
But oh my God, this cat is meowing because it wants attention.
We are given no peace from the kitten
When she's the older cat.
Yeah.
The old lady cat goes, the baby's crying.
Baby's crying.
Do something.
Do something.
Do
Fix
something.
it. She's upset. And we'll howl and complain
until you pick up the kitten and yeah.
Yeah, I would have been back out here faster after getting the phone if it weren't for the fact that Daisy wanted some attention and basically yelled at me for being outside.
It's cold out there.
You're gonna freeze out there, human. Get back in here. Where's the other one? She didn't come back in.
It's too cold out here for the baby kitten.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. That'll probably be like no earlier than mid-March. Don't really know when it warms up.
We'll find out.
We know that it's nice full springtime temperatures in early April.
Mid-April.
Mid-April. We know that there was still some bite to the air when we were up here in March. Late March.
Mid-March.
Yeah, it was mid-March, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's all a blur. I love that first pull upwards. And I can tell the temperature is getting up to that warm, over about 55 this end because the window's starting to fog up.
It's gone down to 75% humidity.
Yeah, I think that's because the temperature went up.
Temperature has gone up by about 13 degrees and the humidity down by 5.
Yeah. As well as down getting the bats, I also rinsed some of the dark clay off my hands. Because after all, that sink has hot water. And it's about 4 feet from the water heater.
Yeah, so it gets warm pretty quick.
Yes, it was wonderful.
Oh, that sink is next to the water heater?
Yes, yes it is. How's your water doing?
You'll probably need a little bit more warm water.
Okay. Because I noticed your water level was going down again. Get that turned back on so it warms up in there. Some more water, right? Not much. I can tell from the sound that there wasn't much water in there. And of course now there's water on the floor. Just use one of the dirty towels.
Here we go. Smear that clay all around.
I'm more or less patting the floor dry because I don't want to smear the clay around. There we are.
There we go.
So well, with that, so I don't have to go up here. We have 5 pieces left. There we go. So, Kathy wants you. There. Put my hands on the kettle. It's plastic, so it doesn't get too hot to put my hands on.
Mm-hmm.
Because after all, the heater's blowing on you.
Yep.
Go, yep.
Yep.
Your new shop shirt is working out well.
Yes. It's fuzzy on the inside. So it keeps it in a nice
Air
space. And,
traps the heat bubble.
yeah.
Compared to I'm wearing a sweater that got for Christmas.
Yes. One layer of it is sweater, the other is the really soft, fluffy cheaper stuff. It's the fuzzy stuff.
He's like, don't mind me as I just press my hands to the kettle. It's warm. I'm really looking forward to having that cup of tea when we go inside. Okay, that's right next one. Oh no. Your finger slipped off?
Yep.
It's either that or you hit a nasty lump in the butt.
All it has to do is be a little bit of something sometimes.
Making the piece taller?
Here we go.
That went from being S-sided to being like a cylinder.
I like the tall ones.
That one's good.
Them taller.
is going to use a lot of the period cups that shape it. Period shapes of that era were low, rather small, and rounded.
Yeah.
But instead, maintaining a balance between period look and modern functionality and hand sizes.
And
Exterior design of a resists nature.
yes. As if it doesn't resist.
4 pieces remaining. Wait, your pedal getting away?
Yeah.
And I think once we hit a decent temperature outside, we may want to give this room a good mopping again.
Okay, Corey.
We did mop it late summer, early fall, whatever it was at that point. September?
Yeah. Which would be early fall.
Yeah. Because I realized that I'm not really seeing the pattern that much in the middle of the floor anymore.
Yeah.
But the inexpensive vinyl flooring that we got for this room turns out to be rather clay colored. So we just kind of camos in the clay dust.
Which is nice.
Yeah. You could also see the tracks of clay dust outside this room.
Yeah, I know. We'll probably have to take the vacuum for that.
Yeah.
We're going to have to vacuum our back porch.
Yeah. Yeah. Luckily we have a vacuum that is rated for clay dust.
It is.
And there's not many of those out there because clay dust is very, very fine particles.
It's also water filter and HEPA.
Yeah. I hear boilage. Warning, increased temperature. I'm watching the steam wafting towards your face from the bucket.
To tell which direction the air is moving in, huh?
Well, you also have the heater blowing underneath you,
Mm-hmm.
so there's probably a warm updraft right where you're sitting.
Yep.
It's drawing the air from the bucket
there
that
is
way.
a warm up draft right here.
Yeah,
It's rather nice.
must be nice.
Means I can throw for longer.
Yes, it does. Which is a good and wonderful thing. Mind you, you may have to go wash your hands before you assemble.
Yes. I can wash them in the hot water and then take a clean towel.
Yeah. Yeah, I took it too. Because that's not something you normally do much of up here, is the assembly of parts. That's something you do more often down at the other wheel. I have to ask, what size teeth have you been using today? Those are some of the finer ones?
Nope.
Is there
Not
what,
this
the
one.
broader?
Yeah. I've been just switching it up too.
Ah,
So.
okay, so you've been using both sizes?
Yeah. Actually, I have like 3 or 4 different sizes.
Really?
Yeah.
Back over here so I can get a piece removed. And this one will hit. Okay, 3 more pieces left. when it comes to assembling the glass flame, do you trimming the bottom of the bowl first, or will you trim it after it's been attached to its
What about what?
the two halves of?
Well, the first one I'll trim before it's attached,
Okay.
and the other will have to be the other side will have to be trimmed by hand after it's firm enough to come off the back.
Is that a bowl?
We're talking about bowls, Sarah.
Well, we can use bowls.
That's kind of a nice shape.
That is a nice shape. Keep going with that shape. And this is how some other shapes happen.
Because, you know,
Power of suggestion. It could be a little lucky bowl. Or do you want to have swirly markings on the outside?
could do either.
Yeah, it looks like it could have either.
Well, we just do the swirlies.
Okay.
Sorry for derailing your It happens.
It happens.
It's also talking about it was a bowl, so the hand was just bowl.
Power of suggestion. It's like, this is just watching as you're doing. It's like, are you making a bowl? Yes, so I am.
So apparently, yes. Something about muscle memory.
Yeah.
Doesn't need any conscious thought.
It's like we've ended up with some nice, very, very large mugs because I cut you off a plate-sized piece. And, well,
I was watching something out the window. Right now, I can watch the condensation form on the window.
high humidity. Yep. It's even forming on the one with the film on it.
Yeah. Not so much on the one on this side. A little bit on this
A
side.
little bit on this
Yeah,
side.
it's starting in on the door.
Actually, you can tell precisely which ones are single pane.
Or singular pane.
Yeah. It's the glass on the single pane windows that's forming condensation first.
Yeah.
Because the one right there is starting to get it, and the ones on either side, which are double pane, haven't gotten as much as of yet. Yeah, so Joan's watching. Hello.
Change is good. Hello. Susan, is it time?
So,
Good afternoon. Sometimes they have
airplane noises?
meow, airplane meow. Too many years of watching Sesame Street.
Not just watching. It was the Sesame Street music CDs, which were primary #1 car music for 5 years?
Yeah.
And it didn't count unless we were singing along. There's more objectionable kid music out there. I enjoyed the Sesame Street music more than the Dragon Tales soundtrack.
Oh, there's another one too. Wiggles.
Yes. That one was.
That one goes old.
That'll go really fast. See you watching. Hello.
Go.
One more black piece, and then
we're going to be putting the Pilgrim Plus halves together.
yes, on one of them. Yes, and I got the giffen out from behind the stack of bats. Filled up the shelf pretty well today.
That's good.
Thump, thump.
Thump. It's not going to be a bowl.
I'm getting the feet turned around on the giffen. That's what you'll be trimming is a bowl. One small bat from you ahead to keep the bat pins from being a nuisance. Is she snagging that butter because of cold weather or black clay or both? The clay is not cold because we kept it inside, so the temperature of the clay isn't as much of a thing. The black clay has more of a shape memory.
Yeah. And just kind of do that, and it pounds it into the right shape.
It makes it
And rounds off the corners.
And some clays are louder than others on the wheelhead.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Well, the black clay is probably the most
Well, it's also
dense.
smooth clay, too.
Yeah. Do you have to do as much pounding with the porcelain and the white clay?
Depends on how firm it is. The porcelain is like throwing with cream cheese. It's a very... If it's a little on the dry side, it doesn't want to move.
Or stick.
Or stick. And other than that, it can be really soft. Kind of like the consistency of cream cheese. So, it's the one that's the most different.
And how does the black compare to that?
The black is probably more the equivalent of porcelain, because that's the one I use to do the swirly pieces, is this and the porcelain.
And you can do that because they do have similar properties?
Yeah. Otherwise, it would tear itself apart.
Because you've done the spirals, the swirly pieces on occasion using, what was it, the red and the stoneware?
Yeah.
But people like the higher contrast and smooth surface texture of the black and white.
Occasionally, I've even done 3 varieties together.
It has less distinct markings.
Yeah, it's just not as good. You know, so there's just much more to balance. Okay. Now,
all the way up onto the top. Ooh, the air up there is nice and warm.
And that's the reason why we have to put more insulation up there so it doesn't just
Bleed
go up.
away through the ceiling.
Yeah.
I lifted a piece of clay up there. Put my hand right into the one. Okay.
Now I'm trying to get the dark clay off my hands. It's coming off.
Okay, good.
Fairly easily. I don't want to put it in the cold water.
You really? You don't want to do that?
Yeah. For some strange reason, I don't want the 40-degree water.
Because at this point, you're not going to be using water, right?
Using goo.
Yes, which I've already got the goo, so I'll bring that over.
Which is slip, it's just the sludge.
It's the sludge out of the wash buckets. Goo.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that we use old yogurt containers for. They don't actually make it as far as the recycling field, there's a big crack down the side.
Eventually. There.
Yep, they do. I've got the wrong angle to get it the rest of the way down. So I'll go down? Yep, cool.
Bug.
Zippo.
And this will,
This is a centering tool that she's using. It's called the Giffen Grip.
and it draws all 3 points in.
Caitlin watching. Hello.
And then we need.
I seldom use loop tools.
There we go. Round off this side. Horribly messy because the little slivers here, they
Ribbons.
go everywhere.
Everywhere. And once they dry on the floor, then they crumble, they get stepped on, they turn into dust, which you don't want to breathe. There we go. Threw that ribbon into the bucket.
You like that?
Yep. Oh, that's it. Yeah, the bucket's actually within toss range of you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is this what had been the bottom of the bowl will eventually be the side of this piece?
Yeah.
That one missed the bucket.
So did that one.
I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scoop the bucket closer. There. There. More of a gun in there.
And
now, looking for the appropriate rib. That's one of your red ribs, isn't it?
yeah. It's silicone. And I just smoothed it out. Voila.
And so if you don't do that stage, you have scrapey marks from the tool, don't you?
You have to, you can see the grain of the clay.
Take this.
Oh.
Do you want me to take the Giffen off? So we can just put this guy on the back pins? Or
Let's
just,
see. Is it one of the ones
No.
I can do that? No.
you'd have to use the other feet. You want me just to set this guy on here?
No, actually, yeah.
Giffen off.
Even off.
Ah, and it took the bat with it. Good. You can go down here. Okay. And
I need to. Do I have a? Yeah.
I'm like, I have hands. I can take it.
Do.
Hey there. Hello.
Missed.
And where normally you want the nice rounded edge, she actually squared it off because it's about to become a seam.
Yeah, now we need to see if that it really does truly fit.
Yes. So I'll hand this back to you. This is another time where 2 sets of hands is very useful. Oh, it looks like it fits really well. Yes, that click was her turning off the wheel so it did not accidentally spin when she didn't want it to.
Yeah, there
Cool.
we go.
And since she doesn't have to adjust the size of either half, or is that what you're doing right now by
Yeah,
rubbing
because just
a hair different?
it's just a hair bigger.
And since these pieces aren't that dry.
Now what I'm gonna do.
Oh yeah, you're gonna need the scrapey tool again, aren't you?
Yes, different squeaky tool. I have lots of squeaky tools.
Yes, because that one's flat. Oh, that one's got big teeth to it. Okay, and
Because right now I'm scoring the edge and
you need to score the edge on the side. Okay.
I'm gonna apply the glue.
And just oh, it looks like it's a good consistency of glue right now.
And it's basically the cement that holds the.
It's what, about frosting texture right now?
Yeah, it's like lumpy frosting right now. Lumpy
Oh, frosting.
Lumpy frosting out of the refrigerator. But that's okay. And I have to get it evenly all the way. Turn that off. I wanted
exactly 360 degrees. That's why I was laughing. Woo!
I go
Right back to where it started.
This takes a couple minutes.
Yes. Goopy, 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 goopy.
Gooey, 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 gooey.
That's great. Hello. I'll just hang out over here with it sucking the heat out of my hands. Because this is stage 1 of construction on this, because after that joint is secured, you'll actually be putting a hole in the side.
In the top.
In the side, like there, which will
be the top.
which will be the top eventually.
And it will have
And that's where those necks that
the
will
neck coming down.
kiss. So it'll have a neck attached.
Let go with the finger. Go with the finger.
Stick to the bowl, not the hand.
Great secret weapon against rashes on my hand.
Because the clay draws the irritants out of your skin.
Also with the
Okay. Go. Hand that back. Very carefully compress it into place.
looks like a giant hamburger bun.
Yeah, it does. And the extra goop goes right back into the bucket.
Rachel's watching.
Hello. That'll have hold a fair bit of fluid when it's done, won't it?
Yeah.
What are you looking for? The rib?
Got it. It's your basic clay color, you know?
Yeah, clay-covered tools blended with clay-covered shelves and clay-covered towels and other clay-covered tools.
It was a white plastic shelf unit at one point.
Yeah, but it matches the gray plastic shelf unit on the net on the other side quite nicely.
Yeah, for some odd reason.
Yeah.
They end up the same color.
And
It's like doing giant compound on walls at this point.
or frosting a cake.
It's more like joint compound on walls.
More like joint compound. Trying to fill in the gaps so it's all nice and smooth.
You don't, let's see, there's no seam there. And you kind of like do at the 45, kind of like you,
Because you want the joint to disappear.
yeah.
And when you come back to it later, you'll double check to make sure it hasn't receded.
Yeah,
Funny.
because as it dries, it shrinks, the water evaporates.
And the stuff in the joint is drier than the rest of the clay. Not a whole lot drier in this one's case.
There. And it will have a neck like right there. Then I'll have the two doodahs to put a...
Yeah, the hanging lugs.
Yes. Yes, the doodahs.
Little miniature handles that you can pull through.
Yeah. There we go. Now it has to sit.
Yep. So at this point, we're done out here for today.
Yeah.
Thank you everybody for watching.
Bye-bye.